T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Follow us on Instagram.
You better follow me.
At Philly Jam 95.3 FM.
Good evening. Welcome to the Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3. I'm your host, Shea Marriott. Joining me tonight is my co-host, the one and only.
Hey, it's your boy Eli Isabel, a.k.a. The South Got Something to Say. Happy Monday.
Happy
Philly Jams.
Monday.
Rebirth family. Shea Marriott. What's good, Shea?
What's good? Hello, Tri-State area.
Yes.
Hello, Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Yes, Chi-Town is in the building tonight.
What's going on?
Welcome to the Rebirth, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. We are here every Monday night at 7 p.m. with real talk about real topics.
About real people. I didn't know you were looking at
come
me.
on, man.
I missed the cue. I'm still trying to get situated over here. 7 o'clock came real fast.
It came real fast.
My
man.
bad. I'm
Yes,
with you now.
yes.
We here. We
Yeah.
here.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty cool, man. I actually went down to Baltimore to see D.L. Hughley.
Oh, it was D-Help?
It was D.L. Hughley,
wow.
man, and it was really, really nice. His opening act though, this cat. Yo, man, check out this cat named Jay Phillips. You talking about hilarious. He has a right to walk with DL. That dude was hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah. But it was cool, man. DL, he was all that, and he was hilarious. He was political. He made you think. And
Okay.
and you know the one thing I left with?
What was that?
Why are there so many fat vegans? That was one of the things he talked about. So we need to
That's
talk
true,
about
though.
that.
That's
All these
true.
thick vegans and vegetarians out here. What are y'all eating? Y'all putting lard on the lettuce?
I mean, I feel like anything of too much of anything could be, and some vegan food is not good for you.
Oh, what's the
So
point?
some vegan food is not good for
What's
you.
the point?
So I actually have a couple that are friends of mine. I grew up with them, and they own Vegans R Us in Jersey. So
Okay.
shout out to Sharonda and Darren. They were on a Rebirth like a couple years ago. Remember they had brought the food up?
Nope.
And this is before, you know what? This is before they had even opened up Vegans R Us, and they were talking about wanting to do this restaurant.
Was that a part of that?
Yes, you were. But anyway, It's all good.
Are they thick vegans?
But listen, hold up. They got a vegan restaurant in Vineland, and they just opened one at the Tanger Outlets in AC.
At the outlets?
Yes,
Okay.
at the first black-owned
Wow.
over there to have a store in the Tanger Outlets in
Black
AC. So, yeah, shout out to
people.
Sharonda and Darren
Shout out
Button
to
from
Sharonda.
Vegans R Us. Got to get
That's
them
what's
on.
up.
They can answer that question for you.
Why are there so many thick?
You know what?
Listen, if I would be a little chunky, I might as well eat what I want. Why am I denying myself all of this pleasurable food and eating healthy, and I'm still around here like I was 10 years ago?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I got you. I got
Tosh,
you.
show of hands if you with me. All right.
Tasha, don't co-sign that stuff. Don't co-sign
How was
it.
your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was pretty laid back, relaxing. Try to chill. I'm trying to do more, self-care and relax a little bit more.
So you're
It's
sitting down
important.
somewhere finally.
I am. I'm sitting down
a good
somewhere a
thing.
little bit. Absolutely. So tonight, guys, we were expecting special guests coming in from Chicago. Shout out to Von and Sino. These young men have created a YouTube series called Chicago North Pole Story. And unfortunately, they are not going to be able to join us tonight because Von, baby is on the way. So congratulations to you, Von, on your new baby. I pray that he or she comes into the world safely, and congrats to you. So we're going to reschedule that, but we are definitely looking forward to having them on. They are out of Chicago, and again, shout out to Von Encino, Chicago North Pole Story. We will definitely reschedule later on.
Gotta check that out.
Yeah.
I gotta do my homework, so I'll be prepared.
It's a YouTube series. So I believe it's Von. It was his brother that was killed. They were. This is a story about them being in a gang. How one got out and you know the other one did not. Yeah. So I was very I was excited about having them on and really talking about this, especially with the gun violence. That
T-minus 1 minute.
Everywhere, but definitely in Chicago is things happen at an alarming rate there.
Yeah.
It seemed to.
Yeah, absolutely. And Philly is just off the chain now. I'm even afraid to go into Philly.
Philly, Baltimore, all. I mean, we're around it all.
Yeah.
But let me speaking of that, Vaughn and his brother. So and this is something, I don't know if we talked about this on here before, but I know I was in a discussion once where we talked about how children, like you have two sons, they're being raised by you, they have the exact same upbringing. They're getting, I'm going to assume they're getting the same amount of nurture and love. And one goes way over here and one goes here.
Yeah.
So, and I know I work with a lot of families too. But what's your take on that? Why do you think one goes left and one quote unquote goes right?
Yeah, so I believe that I do talk about this a lot. You can have the exact, like you said, brought up in the same household, but everybody's different, and even though overall it may appear to be the same experiences,
right,
but each individual, their experience is different.
That is true.
Rather it's good or it's bad. So if it's something that's bad, you have the one child may feel like, oh, well, my parents always favored that, my brother. My parents favored my brother. No matter how much you try to even it out, they may always feel that way, or I can never get anything right. You know what I'm saying? Or the opposite. I'm very hard on my oldest one because I want him to be a role model for my youngest one. I'm not saying me, but I'm just saying in general.
Right.
So his experience could be very different than what my youngest child experience may be.
You know what? I agree with that, and I simply from the perspective of my grandmother, my mom's mom, have her grandchildren, not me, just reverence.
You said
for this
that
lady.
quick. You like, not me.
Just reverence for her. Like this is love and this is affection when they talk about her, where I couldn't stand her. And she was the same way across the board. In my mind, she was ignorant. She was aggressive. Her mouth. This is my mother's mother.
Your grandma?
Yeah, my mom. My grandma.
Lord Jesus.
I mean, she's not with us. But anyway.
R.I.P.
No.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Hope ain't no lightning gonna strike.
I mean, well, God know how she was, so he co-signing these thoughts. But anyway, everybody has their own thoughts about her, where I'm just like, when they be talking about her, I be like, was y'all there? Like, what the hell were y'all seeing that I didn't see?
Right.
She was mean as shit. All the time. Like, that was my PTSD growing up with her. Because I had to stay with her until I went to kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
Now, she was my babysitter.
Oh, man.
Man, I couldn't wait to get up out that joint.
Wow.
But so that's a prime example of too, yeah.
It reminds me of this exercise that I did in my Rebirth self-healing journ. It's a shameless plug, but it's this little exercise that I have.
This is your show.
Right. It's an exercise I have in there where I talk about how you live your life, your legacy, what you want people to say. If you were to pass away, what would people say? So I have them write out their obituary.
Oh,
based
God.
based on how they're living their life right now, what would their obituary say? Because
Wow.
we would say quickly, just like you said,
Yeah.
oh, grandma was a good woman, she was there, and you like, well, that's not what my experience was. But sometimes people tend to just say these things because the person has passed on, they're in the casket,
Right.
So when they get up and they talk at their funeral, they try to say all nice things. And a lot of people sitting there for real, and it's like, who are they talking about? Because that's not what my experience was.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
That is
Wow.
amazing how we all. You're right. It's all about your personal relationship with that person. And there's some people that think I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. And there's some people that, please believe it, can't stand me. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with them.
Dang.
But if you don't like me, how you don't like me?
Dang.
It's me.
I know, right? You cool peeps.
But it's hilarious how it is. It's just about personal relationships and how you get along with people. Hey, shout out to Aja Free, Julie. What's up, Shannon?
What up, Jules?
Morton in the building. What's up, Morton? So Shay, what would you say? Let's give our experiences about Julie Morton. What would you say? See if we have a difference of opinion about Julie Morton.
Oh man, see, she ain't gonna come. She ain't gonna log on no more.
Julie, you're gonna be our guinea pig right here.
You know what? So here's the thing. This would be a great example.
Okay.
Because if you remember, Julie, if you remember, because we all worked at the Brandywine program, but if you remember the very beginning when I first started, Julie rubbed me the wrong way. I could not. I was like, who is this bougie ass?
Bougetto. Ain't nothing bougie about that. Ain't nothing bougie now.
She rubbed me the wrong way. But you know what? Again, first impressions or whatever. And it was a thing. And the thing was, I hadn't even met her yet. We were on the phone. And she was on vacation. And I was dealing with a client.
It was hers?
And it was hers.
Okay.
And I reached out to her. And she was like, I don't know, but I'm on vacation and hung up the phone. I was like, no, the hell, she did not.
Classic Julie Morton.
But after we got past that moment, Jules she's my sister girl. Like, she's good people. We always have a good time. We always have a good time together. Every summer we try to go to the beach at least once or twice. And honestly, that was the only moment. And that was just a situation where it was just a communication. I really hadn't met her yet, but I had to go by what I was receiving over the phone.
And she's down at Killings Pond acting funny.
And
Or you could have talked to her.
But we sat down though. It was just
Right.
like we sat down and we had a conversation and we got a chance to know each other. And we have been like the closest of friends ever since then. So
That's what's up.
That's my girl. That's my sister girl. Shout out to her. And she got a transportation company down in Dover, y'all. So shout out to that. Absolutely. So I'm very proud of her. So yeah, what's
She's
your
definitely doing her
experience?
thing.
Yeah.
So I knew Julie prior to the Brandywine program. I was her supervisor at Northeast Treatment Center. And oh my God. Now, this is before we got, because once I stopped supervising her, we were good. But when I supervised her, you talk about late every day.
Oh.
And part of Julie's job was, she was a counselor, but part of Julie's job was to come into the group home, pick the kids up, and then take them to school, to our day program. So the day doesn't start without Julie.
So the kids was late to school.
Every day.
That's my girl.
So then my boss is putting the pressure on me because like, where's the van? Where the kids at? Where are the kids at? And I'm calling Julie, where you at? I'm just leaving my house. I'm gonna get there. I'm like, come on, boy, you about to get me fired, yo. But
that's my girl. Love her to death. We love you,
beyond
girl.
that, that's my partner, man. Love you, Jules.
Yeah.
We just, you're the guinea pig for this particular topic.
We
right
just
here.
see what happens. When you log on, see what happens.
No doubt.
So what up, Jim Marshall? What's going on? So yeah, let's get into right here and right now.
Yes.
We got a lot of stuff that's going on, so we definitely want to.
Oh, here we go. Okay, all right now. So right now, y'all. Yo, this whole right here, right now segment is getting out of hand. We have to.
I can't.
So we have, this is a serious topic actually. All right, right here, right now, y'all. This is a segment that we do every week where we kind of talk about, we talk about current events. But tonight, it's gonna go a little deeper. I want to delve deeply into the incident that happened Saturday in Buffalo, New York. Hopefully, you guys are all aware of seeing this. 18-year-old Peyton Gendron, 18-year-old gunman, he carried out a racist attack at a supermarket in Buffalo on Saturday. This guy drove nearly 200 miles from his town of Conklin, New York. The police were saying that he scouted out this area. He knew this was a largely black neighborhood. He knew that there would be a majority of black people there shopping, going in and out of the store, and he commenced about 2:30. I think it was 2:30 Saturday. He opened fire and he killed 10 people, and he killed 13 people, and 11 of them were African Americans. They said that this guy had tactical gear on. He had an AR-15 assault rifle. He was prepared to do what he was planning to do, and he also had plans of leaving that site had he not been captured and going to another neighborhood and doing the same thing. So this, I think it speaks largely, and I always go back here lately over the last few years. Of course, Donald Trump did not create mass shooters, and that is not what I'm saying. So let's be clear about that. But I just feel like people with these intentions and people with these attitudes have become more boldened since 2016.
Yeah, most definitely. And just a quick correction because I want to make sure So he actually killed 10 people, 3 of them, 13.
Injured 3 others.
But they were black.
Right.
The people that he drew the gun on that were white, he apologized and he turned the gun.
Oh.
So that's why they said they know that he was intentionally trying
only kill black people.
To only kill black people. So he shot 13, 10 of them died. And,
How old was the oldest? The lady? 80? Was she 81?
So I'm actually going to run it down now.
Okay.
So Miss Catherine Massey, she was 72 years old. She was an advocate for civil rights. Then we have Miss Roberta Drury. She was 32 years old. Then we have Miss Ruth Whitfield. She was 86 years old. Miss Celestine Cheney, she was 65. Miss Pearlie Young, she was 77. Mr. Andre McNeil, he was 53 years old. He was a father, brother, uncle, and friend. And he actually was at the market getting a birthday cake for his son who had just turned 3 years old.
Wow.
Then we have Mr. Margus D. Morrison. He was 52 years old.
That's a former Buffalo police officer, right?
No, Mr. Aaron Salter Jr.,
okay.
He was 55. He was a retired police officer for Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Jerry Chapman, she was 62 years old. Miss Jerry Chapman Talley was her name. And Mr. Hayward Patterson, he was 67 years old.
Wow.
So our condolences to the family, to the friends, the community. This was tragic.
Definitely.
And so sad.
So what your thoughts as far as like what I said earlier? Again, this is not to blame Donald Trump. I just feel like people have been they've been bold. They even just with their rhetoric and these shootings, where are we at as a world when you're out minding your business, you're at the supermarket, you go out to pick up whatever, and now you never make it back home.
Yeah. It's scary because nowhere is safe. You know what I'm saying? I was actually saying this to my sons this morning. I was like, man, we got to be prayed up no matter where you're going. No matter where you're going, because you just don't know. That same morning that happened, I had went to the market. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm just thinking, I'm running here to get something for dinner, right? So just trying to get in the mindset, the headspace of those people going into the market, just going to get, dinner and birthday cake or whatever the case may be.
Nice day, you mind your own business.
Right, and now you're met with this craziness in your life. You're never coming back to your family.
It's interesting because so when it happened, right, I saw it on it was like the regular news. They like cut in. So this is me. I immediately went to Fox News to see if they were talking about it. Nothing. Nothing. And
Wow.
not that I'm surprised, but I know that they will definitely highlight. And they try to group everything. When the riots were going on and people were rioting, they were saying that these were all Black Lives Matter people that were out here looting and robbing, which it was not. Those people were actually protesting legitimately. Then you have your other people that are doing what they do. But my point is so sometimes you got to take it on the chin. And this is kind of like, this is the rhetoric that they spew, the rhetoric that some of these politicians are out here giving to the community, making these people crazy. People are still thinking the election was stolen. People are still angry about that.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
in what it's a year and a half later.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know what's
absolutely.
going to happen here.
Excuse me. I think he woke it up. You know what I'm saying? It was always
It was
here,
there, yeah.
but he woke people up and he made them feel comfortable of showing their hatred. This guy is not, I don't feel he will get away with, I'm praying that this does not happen. I've been watching the news. Frey, I just saw your message. You said that he should get the death penalty, but he won't. They will say, oh, it's mental illness. I don't think he's going to be able to get away with mental illness because of that 180 page, what they call it? 180 page, what is it? What was the word? It starts with an M, I believe.
Oh, memoir?
No, what no damn memoir.
I know you struggled with the word memoir from a couple of weeks ago. I was trying to help you out.
Anyway, he wrote about everything he was going to do.
Right.
And how he was going to circle around and shoot them again, right? So everything that he wrote, he was very intentional. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be hard for them to plead a case of insanity and mental illness. And I'm going to tell, yes, we have mental illness out here, but not everything is going to be blamed on mental illness. Everything is not mental illness. You just have some people out here that's just straight hate.
Right.
They hate. They got the devil. They got the devil in them.
They do. Got the demon.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They're just full of hate.
So you add hate plus guns.
Right.
What's going to happen? Like these things are going to continue to happen. And I used to say that I think in another 30, 40 years, because of Black people, because of white Asian, like because of all of us intermixing, and every child is going to be Tasha's complexion in 40 years. So we're all going to be, no one's going to look like what we think they are. So I used to say that I think that that's going to probably stamp out a lot of this. There's a lot of these older grandparents continue to go, but we have new, young, vibrant racists that are ready to carry that mantle, man.
Absolutely, because they're being raised by racists. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all this stuff is a learned behavior. These kids wasn't born that way. Somebody taught them that.
Right.
And if they're not getting it from the home or politicians like Trump, then you have social media.
Yeah.
You got TikTok, you got certain groups out there that kids sit on and watch that stuff all day.
Right. Just fed negativity.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fed
Absolutely. Hate. So it's just crazy. Shout out to Sis. What's up, Sis? Yo, are you coming to join us in
next
June?
month?
Man?
I need you, bro.
Look, I already told you I need to hear something by today about a date, bro. What's going on? Like, come on. Yup, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. Yeah, if you want to comment on this topic tonight, give us a call. The number is 267-908-3166. 267-908-3166. We want to hear from you.
Yes. And so Shea, as we get into this topic a little bit more, I want to talk about something that we often have this conversation at my job, and we talk about the N-word, right? And periodically it comes out of my mouth. One thing it doesn't. When it never comes out of my mouth is around people that don't look like me.
Okay.
And I feel like that we are just way too loose with it. We say it in front of anybody. Like, I don't think we think about that. And especially young people. I hear a lot of young people, they'll even say to another white person, yeah, that's my N-word. And so can we have it both ways? Can we continue to utilize this word as a form of affection and endearment, but also be mad when we hear it thrown back at us?
Wait a minute. I'm listening to you, but I was looking at Free's comment. She was
say?
like, did y'all see, yo, Free, had he knocked on my door?
I heard about that.
She said, did y'all see the little white kid that knocked on the black family door with a whole whip?
Where the hell he get a whip from?
Whoa.
It's fucking 2022.
I can't.
What's that leftover from
I
a civil rights
cannot.
garage sale?
I cannot. What up, Reladelic?
How old was this kid?
Put it in the
I
chat,
didn't see that.
Free. That's crazy, but he would have been met with a frying pan.
He should have got the whip and got his ass tore down.
Your question was, I'm sorry.
My question was, can we continue to utilize this word in front of whoever and even refer to people of other races as our N-word, but when it's thrown back at us, can we still be mad about it? Can we have it both ways?
Yeah, so that's crazy because you see this always acted out on like TV shows. Like Miss Pat show. That's hilarious. I don't know if you've seen that. Yo, that's so hilarious. No. It's hilarious. But yeah, so I don't like it.
Do you use the N-word? Let's start there. I admitted that periodically.
I don't use it publicly. No.
Yeah,
I don't,
okay.
Like no.
You say it to me sometimes.
No.
You do call me that sometimes.
I do not say nigga.
You ain't never called me the N-word. Come on, Dad.
No, you didn't put me out. Are you really doing that tonight?
It's okay because I've called you the N-word before.
No, I don't remember that. I said not publicly, so
right,
I don't consider you being public.
All right.
But no, I don't throw it around like that. I really don't. But yeah, I can't answer that question. For me, no. I would have a problem with that. Any of my white friends decide they want to call me the N-word, I don't care how often they've seen or heard it being said, like we wouldn't be friends no more.
Do we give them the green light though by using it so loosely amongst them?
I think,
you know what I mean?
I think that
make them comfortable.
Yeah, I think that some people feel that they're comfortable, especially if they're cool enough with you. You know, they feel comfortable to do it. But then you have some people that know that's off limits. They know,
right?
Like I ain't gonna say that. They know. You ever pulled up next to a car and it might be a white guy playing a rap song and you sitting there, I'm looking and you know it was great come, the N-word's gonna come out of the song and they in there singing. I promise you, man, every time that has happened and I pulled over and I look, I'm looking to see if they're gonna say it, they won't say it. They'll like get quiet and then they'll go right to the next lyric. But I'm sure if I wasn't pulled up on the side, they'd probably go ahead and say it. But yeah, I mean, some people feel comfortable in still doing it. Regardless, you know.
Here's a fascinating thing to me. I find it. Why do I'm just gonna say white people because we're gonna focus on them right now, and not other races. They do it too. But why do they feel so comfortable? Why do they want to say it so bad? That's what I want to know. Like, why do you want to say it?
I think a sense of belonging, being in the crowd, being in the mix. The hip hop way. I'm speaking of.
Right.
I'm not speaking of the actual, you know.
Yeah.
The one that'll get you really beat down. But I think the other part is like the in crowd. Like I'm down with y'all. Like we, you know.
Right.
But no. Yeah. No.
Yeah. I don't. I have one. I have one white friend. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I talk about her periodically. And she is, as far as I know, and I believe this to be true, probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. But somebody who would definitely never, ever, I don't feel in my heart, I could be wrong, but I don't feel like she would ever say anything harmful or hurtful to me or people who look like me, regardless of what. And I'm hesitant to say that about a whole lot of white people that I know. Mm-hmm. But this is like the only white friend that I claim. Trish. I'm talking about
what
you.
What up, Trish?
Good people though, but
yeah, she's good people.
Yeah, but she's just like, I don't know why people feel why they want to say it. Like, why do you feel the need to want to say that word if you know the history and the hurt behind it?
Exactly.
And even us too. To like, I would never be in a restaurant or a bar saying that. Yeah, and all these white people around.
Yeah.
Like that's insane to me.
I know you guys is like, well, what the hell is the show about tonight? Yeah, we're all over the place tonight, which is all good. We're going to be talking about a little bit of everything. But I definitely want to, I got to get back on the mental illness because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And we are like winding down. As you know, last week, we debuted my godson, Mr. Kyle Wilson, his short film on mental health and what that looks like. Tonight we are actually going to be playing the video again, and we will also have the opportunity to actually speak to Kyle in a few minutes and to find out why he actually did this, what was the inspiration behind it, and what is his message. What do he want people to know about this moving forward? So again, guys, if you know someone that is suffering from mental illness, and sometimes you don't even get the signs, but you definitely have to get the help. Get them some help. So we're going to go to a quick break, and we're going to check out Mr. Kyle Wilson's video. And when we return, we will be speaking to Kyle Wilson on the phone. You are listening to The Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3.
I've enjoyed many things in my life, from the funny times to the sad ones. Life is an imperfect thing. I felt like I've enjoyed many in my life, from the funny times to the sad ones. Life is an imperfect thing. I felt like I've lost everything. Motivation, passion, faith, and love. I find myself with frustration mounting each day. I try to find my sacred solace in my writing. Each stroke of the keyboard, I can feel the pain leaking into my escape from reality. This pain has numbed me from everything, it feels like. Here I am with financial turmoil and an uncertain future of becoming the person I wanted to be. I have these scary, perpetual, turbulent thoughts. To take away the pain is simple, and that's all I want.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Hey, I know you moved on and all, that's great, but can you call me back? I just need someone to talk to. I miss us and hearing your voice and everything. I'll deal with what's next for me, but I want you all to know that I write this with the little bit of love and compassion I have of the life I've lived. I've waited for a sign to continue on, but I guess this life isn't for me. Peace and love. Aaron. give up.
Welcome back to the Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3. That was a short film that was done by Mr. Kyle Wilson, who is actually going to be joining us via phone. This is my godson, and I'm so proud of him. Kyle, welcome to the Rebirth.
Hi. Thank you, Shay. Thank you so much.
You're
Good to be here.
welcome. Yes, I'm so excited for you, and I'm so proud of you. And you know that. Just so you guys know, Kyle is also the one that directed my my commercial on the online course that plays throughout the show.
Bad young man.
He actually did that as well. Went to Florida and he did that for me. So he is very talented.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So Kyle, talk to me a little bit about your film and the inspiration behind this.
Yeah. So it's funny because I've always had, I have a sports background and always dealt with harsh criticism from coaches and everything. So I guess when I always thought of depression, I always thought of it as like a mental weakness, and it's like, hey, these people, they're just weak. I always just thought that was the reasoning behind it. But however, all of 2020, everything, the world seemed like coming to an end, and me personally, I dealt with, like, I was in a toxic relationship, and once all that ended and everything, I felt hints of depression. And then it dawned on me, like, whoa, okay, so this is how some people feel all the time, 24/7. And that, then hit me when I was like, wow, this is serious. And, I write in my journal all the time, and like all my thoughts, and that's like my therapeutic process. And then I eventually turned certain things into films from an emotional response. And I wanted to, shine light to this situation because I've had my moments where I've, felt confused. And that's kind of where the title Turbulent Thoughts came from, because, turbulence is, violent or unsteady movement, conflict, and confusion. And, I think that's, can be, like the root or foundation of, a depression, because you don't really know what's next, but you just know you want to get rid of the pain. And I wanted to write something and create something that can shine light on it, where, it's okay to get help. It's okay to, tell someone how you're feeling. And then it's okay because you can find it from within. Some people can find it from within that, it's going to be okay, because everybody, most people have dreams and aspirations. And in this film, she sees her future self where she wants to be.
Right.
And, she's giving that up if she quits, So,
Right. Yeah.
that's the message I want to put out.
So Kyle, this is Eli. I wanted to know, so as you're creating, how therapeutic is the actual the creativity part for you? Is that a therapeutic outlook, a therapeutic resource for yourself?
Yeah, it's that I don't know what I would do without it, and I'm very blessed and thankful that I can, express myself through this art form. Because, like I said, I everything I wrote and directed, it's all stemmed from something from my journal. Whether it doesn't matter what genre it is, but everything that I write, whether it's like, a situation I've dealt with, or just something that I've observed and it just made me feel a certain type of way. Like, I literally will put that on paper, and then once it's out on the screen, it's like it's out of my mind, and it's like it's out there for everyone else. Like, it's no longer holding a burden on me.
Right. And that's important. I mean, I think that's an awesome coping skill to have, and a great way to be able to, release We often, tell people to journal, and some people, that's just not their thing. They have to find other ways to do it. But yours is very, it's met with creativity, and at the same time being able to release, the things that has been, that you've gone through, the thoughts that has been kind of harmful. Kyle, do you find that in your age range, because right now suicide is on, it's wow, it's on the rise, and it's really on the rise with young African Americans. What is your message to these people? If you were able to, because your film and being able to deliver a message through the film is it's important. But what is your message? Like, how would do you believe in therapy? Would you suggest someone to go get therapy if they needed that help? What message do you want to leave with them?
My message from me personally is someone that looked at depression from the outside and saw it as, a mental weakness and didn't understand it. And now I do understand it. So I think, my message is, don't be afraid to literally explain to someone how you feel, and whether that's going to seek and getting help, just don't hold it in. Don't feel like you have to battle it yourself, because once you keep all that pressure built in, eventually you burst. It's like it's like pressure in a pipe, and you got to be able to vent and release that, and because it's a thing that happens, and we can't. I don't want people feeling like there's something wrong with them, like they can't be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Because there's ways of people to get through it, and I just don't want us to feel like it's impossible. I don't want them to think that. There's always a way. That's the thing. There's always a way to get help. Don't be afraid to tell someone exactly what you're feeling. That's what you need to do. And it would be maybe scary. Don't feel like people are going to judge you. Like, you need to let that information, you need to let someone know how you're feeling, because I found it to be helpful to me, where it's like, wow, because even with my film just now, I never thought I was going to make that, because that was personal stuff from my journal, where I was like, I don't want people kind of viewing me like this, thinking that, I had these thoughts and stuff like that. But putting that out there literally made me feel so much better. And like, the message is out there now, and like, it helped me get through it. So, and that's like, that's the message.
And you're helping somebody right now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You're helping somebody get through it right now, and you're making it okay to not be okay. Because right now, under the sound of my voice, there's probably somebody listening right now that's contemplating suicide, right? And the thing is, we have these temporary feelings and emotions, and people are making permanent decisions based off of these temporary situations and feelings and emotions. Yeah. And if you can only, just say, you know what, let me just wait another day and see how I feel tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you that tomorrow might feel a little bit better. It might feel a little bit better. So I have to ask you this, because of course, Kyle's mother is my best friend. His mother is my best friend. His father is my brother. His grandmother and grandpa they're my family, and I know them, and I know what kind of family they are, and so I've known Kyle since he was a baby. Kyle was in my wedding.
Oh, wow.
He was my ring bearer in my wedding. Yes.
I remember.
Y'all go back.
I'm getting old. But, to see this young man, to see him grow into the young man that he is, doggone it.
You about to cry?
I'm getting emotional. No. Where's your mom at? I know she's probably like, I'm getting emotional. But to see him grow into the man that he is today, man, I'm so, so proud. And my sons look up to him. Okay. Like that's their god brother, and they really look up to him, and he's such a role model for them. And I just truly, truly appreciate everything that you're doing, and I'm going to always support you as to the fullest, to the fullest.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thanks so
have
much.
to ask you, Kyle, because I want people to understand it looks different in everybody, right? So the little taste of depression that you did have, what did that look like to you? What did
Uh,
it look like so people know, what to
it,
look for?
and say that again. I didn't hear it all the way.
So the
What
take
was the
so
question again?
yeah, so depression looks different in everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your experience with it, the little bit that, because you said I had a taste of it, the little taste
Yeah.
that you
Oh,
did
yeah, yeah.
have with it, what did that look like? How did it show up for you?
Yeah, it was just mood changes. These
Mm-hmm.
mood swings I had dealt with, like I'll just be out with friends or whatnot, trying to just force myself into situations where I wouldn't think about, you know, my my temporary issues,
Mm-hmm.
right? My temporary situation, and I can be having a fun time. I go to the theme parks with some friends, whatnot. But then, just like in the blink of an eye, boom! It just like hits me where now I'm in that lull, and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to go. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm getting irritated with everything, and I get mad with myself for reasons unknown, and it's just like I was like, wow, this is it was really frustrating because I couldn't control it. And at times, like my parents came down to visit. We'll be having a good time, and then I just would then slip into
Mm-hmm.
that mindset, and it just they felt it, but I didn't. They kind of knew what the whole thing with my relationship,
Right.
but they didn't know to the extent of what I was dealing with outside of that and afterwards. But
Right.
yeah, that was the taste I had, and it lingered for about 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
two solid months, and I kept writing each day, and the stuff I wrote, at times it was pretty haunting, and then other times it's like wow, okay, you're gonna be all right, and then
Yeah.
I kept writing and kept writing, and then I'm like I'm getting right. Time has helped me, just like you said. The next day, see how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
I started feeling better, because at first I just kept waking up and just kept feeling the same, and I'm like, man, this temporary situation seems like a permanent one. But
Yeah.
as time went, I was able to vent my thoughts on paper. I didn't really talk to anybody,
Mm-hmm.
which was my fear personally. Like,
Mhm.
some people are afraid to talk to others about how they feel. So I wrote it on paper. And this film was me basically talking to everyone else,
Yes.
which
Yes.
I was always scared to do.
Yeah, but you
So,
did it.
I was taking that step. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Thank you.
did it. Yeah, you did it. You did it in your way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You did it in your way because the message doesn't always have to come out as a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? You did
Mhm.
it through creativity, and now you're not just speaking to someone. You're speaking to the world.
Right.
Everybody, people are looking at this. People are sharing it, and I'm so proud of you, man.
Can I just say that I will applaud. I definitely want to applaud you. Your first and foremost for acknowledging that something was going on, because that's the hard part normally for men. And then doing something about
that's
it,
true.
and especially being such a young guy, man. So I definitely want to applaud your maturity and how you were able to look within and figure out, what, I need to figure some things out, and you worked it out through your art. And so I just want to commend you on that, man. And hopefully other young people, however they may choose to do it, this could be another way for them. You're an inspiration and maybe a guiding light to a different way to kind of deal with it. Everybody doesn't want to do talk therapy one-on-one. So I commend you, man, for opening up another avenue for
appreciate it.
people to deal with their issues. Definitely.
Absolutely, Kyle. Thank you
Thank you,
so
thank you, thank you.
much. I appreciate you for,
No, thank
coming
you.
on tonight. We're going to continue to push this. And, do you have anything else coming up that you want to shout out, or if there's people want to figure out how they can get in contact with you to do work?
Yeah. So I have a next project I'm developing right now, and it's going to be based on domestic violence.
Ooh,
awareness.
nice.
And, that's the next one. So I'll keep you updated with that. But my Instagram is Kyle Wilson. I'm sorry, not Kyle Wilson. That's my email. Kyle the Film Guy, and so I'll be posting some updates on that.
Okay.
But I'm just very thankful that you were able to share the message and
Absolutely.
to continue pushing on with it. Thank you so much, Shay.
Absolutely. Thank you so
you,
much.
Thank you,
Love
Kyle.
you guys, son. I'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate it, man. All right now.
That was Kyle Wilson, writer and director, guys. Definitely check him out. His Instagram is Kyle the Film Guy. So make sure you show some
Yes, yes.
support. Absolutely.
Can I say one thing that I heard you say?
What?
Tosh, Shay got a little TD Jakes on us there for a minute. Shay
I
said,
start preaching.
Shay said, there might be someone under the sound of my voice.
Under the sound of my voice.
I said, whoa.
Yes.
When she started saying that,
He's going to pass the offering.
I was like, whoa, okay. That may be
Under
going
the
through something.
sound of my voice. Absolutely.
I said, all right, little Jakes over here.
That's
Little-
right. You
little-
already know.
Little Jakes, she did that conference. Now she come back, it's under the sound of her voice. All right. I receive it. I
That's
just want
my
you to
church
know.
that's coming up out
I
of me.
want you-
I was brought up in the church.
You went to church yesterday?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, 'cause I feel
I did.
I feel something here.
I went to Seeds of Greatness online.
But you were there.
I sure was.
And just understand that they got that cash app. You still can throw
I
that
sure-
offering in there too. Seeds of Greatness with the dollar signs. You still can
can't
pay your
stand you.
still can
You
pay
know
your
what?
offering. I'm just saying.
You are so
You ain't gonna not pay this
you
offering.
You just can't keep it calm, can you?
This is not called.
Listen, I have a quick technique I want you guys to listen to and pay attention to. And we're going to read some of these comments. My quick technique is because sometimes, again, I said we make permanent decisions over temporary feelings and emotions. So this is something that I do with my patients, and it's 5. If you hold your hand up, you have 5 fingers. Hopefully, majority of you do have 5 fingers. If not, we can use 4. Okay.
Well, they was in the war.
Be quiet.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So whenever you're going through something, if you're struggling with something, you're upset, whatever that emotion is, okay, ask yourself this on your thumb. Is this going to matter 5 minutes from now? Is this going to matter 5 minutes from now? And you know what? The answer might be yes. Okay. Then you're going to go to the next finger. Is this going to matter 5 hours from now? Most of the time, sometimes a lot of the things that we're really upset about tends to fade within hours. So you may not go past that 5 hours. The next one would be, is this going to matter 5 days from now? I'm going to say probably not. It probably is not going to matter 5 days from now. But if it do, is this going to matter 5 weeks from now? Is this going to matter 5 months from now?
Right.
Okay, the majority of the things that we are hurting from and it's bothering us or we're upset or we're depressed about usually will not make it past that 5 months at all. So you cannot make a permanent decision over something that you could possibly get over within 5 months. Within 5 months. Now, if we're talking about loss and a loss of someone and you're grieving and stuff like that, yes, that's a lifetime thing. And you know, time, when you hear people say time heals everything, time does heal. It does not make you forget that it happened when you lose someone, but it gets better. It gets better. You learn to live alongside of it. Rather it's a loss of your parent, a loss of a child, a loss of a significant other. In time, you will learn to live alongside of it, next to it. You will always have the memories. You will always feel some type of pain, but I promise you it will get better. So whenever you are feeling down, use that technique. 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 weeks, 5 days, 5 months.
I love it.
You like it?
I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
All right, let's read some of these comments really quick. All right, so I got to go back to Free. Free said something about depression. Free said, okay. Did you find it?
Oh, no, you said you were looking for it. go back though.
Yeah, there was. Okay.
Absolutely.
Now you okay.
I've been battling depression since 2020, so I get it. I finally agreed with my doctor to take a happy pill and sit down for some therapy, and I must say it helps.
That's what's up. For
Therapy,
you.
absolutely. I do. Listen. I am an advocate of therapy. Now, I've tried. I've never actually had therapy myself, but I'm definitely an advocate of it. And I guess I get my therapy from my friends. Like I talk to you about some stuff. I like to talk to different people to get different perspectives about things, and from people who know me. I know they say it's best to go and meet with somebody who does not know you, who does not have an opinion already formed about you. But I find it helpful because it's like, look, dude, you shouldn't, or you should. And I think people that know you, and I'm not paying you, you're not billing my insurance to give me this information. I think it's more genuine.
I'm actually billing your insurance, bro. You just didn't know it.
Yo, I can't get my.
I'm joking.
I know I get that little thing in the mail
Get that
sometimes.
you might want to check that. You might want to check it.
All right, let me switch therapists.
Nah, and I totally agree with you. And I also, although for myself, I'm not a medication pusher, but if I do have a client that I feel absolutely could benefit from meds, then I'm going to refer them to a provider that can do that for them, because some people do need it. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean it's a lifetime.
Right.
And then that's what people have to understand. It just means you need it to get through that moment. It doesn't mean it's a lifetime.
But from your experience, and I know I get this all the time working with kids, I think parents are turned off by it because the first thing they say is you're going to have to go on medicine. Well, we ain't had our first session yet. Like, no one's pushing. Listen, I don't have a contract with one of these pharmaceutical companies, so there's no kickback for me to try to have your child take medication. But I do need you to be a part of this process.
Right.
And that's part of the issue that with the kids that you and I work with, that we run into. We are over here working, and then we're sending them back into that same environment where that's not changing. So that's the issue 90% of the time. Yeah, so
absolutely.
It's not about meds.
Ebony says, so proud of my son. I pray his message is heard by someone in need. Absolutely. You did a good job with him, you and Harv. So shout out to you guys. You guys are like amazing parents, and they go hard for him.
Jen say online is the new bedside Baptist. Wow. Amen, Jen. Shout out Silvermay. Yes, that's
Reladelic said, y'all are too silly. That's right. That's how we do it, right? But we get the message through while having fun. So it's all good.
Line.
Yeah, man. So it actually turned out to be a good show, even though we had the little cancellation tonight by Sino and Vaughn. But we'll get them back on. And again, congratulations to Vaughn on your new baby.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah. So we got some things coming up this weekend. We have actually Miss Jen Marshall from Boss Up.
Jen.
Yeah, she's
from
gonna
the block.
She's gonna be doing an event on what is that? May 20th, Friday, May 20th at the Juice Joint in Wilmington, Delaware at the Riverside. 323 Justin. Not Riverside, Riverfront. Don't y'all go to Riverside.
I mean,
my bad. It's Riverfront.
There's people in Riverside already drinking wine.
It's at the Riverfront, the Juice Joint. So shout out to her. That starts at 6, and you can get those tickets on Eventbrite. Also, what else we got going on? Yeah, what else we got? Oh, I got something going on this weekend.
What you got going on?
Yeah, so I'm going to be speaking at a mental health summit on Saturday from, what time is it? Is it 10:30? Is it 11? 11. It's from 11 to 1, I believe. Yeah, there we go. May 21st,
Oh, that's
11
what
a.m.
with an old girl that was on the show.
Yeah. So that's hosted by Bishop Rob and Pastor Delisa Lewis. So we're trying to stop the stigma of mental health. So just so you know, mental health actually, they're going to be changing that name to now brain health to take the stigma off. Yeah, I heard that at the conference a couple weeks ago. So they're going to be changing it to brain health now.
I don't think that's a bad phrase.
Yeah, but what's happened? The mental part is such a stigma on it. So to get people more involved in getting treatment, that's what they're going to be doing. What else going on? You got the next two. Jen.
I'm sorry, not Jen. Tosh, you got my other little flyer. So we're studying graduating. This mental health thing is like how we went from the N-word to Negro to Black to African American. We're still elevating, right? And kind of how they went from, like, you can't call anybody retarded anymore.
Right.
You have to say they're developmental disabled. Now we got mental health. Now we got brain health.
Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah.
Just got problems. I just want some
know.
help. We have one more event. I thought Tasha was going. There you go, Tasha. Saturday, June 4th. My man Marcel hit me up, and he's going to be on his show next month. Y'all doing our, I'm going to call it the month of men. The man month. But anyway, Saturday, June 4th, 2022 at the Brandywine Plaza, 630 Naaman's Road. There will be an all-white party. If you want to come out and party with the adults, and I'm sure, listen, these guys are Masons, so I'm sure the youngest person in there is going to be 45. So come on out. Pay your money, come kick it with the old heads, man, and have a good time. Tosh, we should get a free ticket for this advertisement, right? All right. There it is, baby. Check us out.
And last but not least, on June 18th, we will be in Middletown, Delaware for the Health and Wellness Fair. Philly Jams and the Rebirth will be out there representing. So make sure you come out. That is also on Eventbrite, and that's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Shout out to Tanera Willis. Again, that's the amazingcorner.com Health and Wellness Fair. Oh, we have one more. All right. Hope Alley, yes. How can we forget this? Our very own Tasha the Queen is going to be in Hope's Alley. It is a play, and guess what, y'all? It is absolutely free. Did I say free?
It is free.
It is free, and that is June 4th, starting at 5:30 p.m. behind 632 East 9th Street. Okay, whatever. And that's in Wilmington, Delaware.
Put that in your GPS and see what happens.
Yeah.
Behind 632 East 9th Street. And donations are accepted. Send them to me on behalf of the people at the play. It's free, but if you want to send a donation, you can hit me up on the Cash App. It's Edward Isabel $. Tasha, we'll give it back to we'll give a kickback.
I cannot. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you so much. Thank you for supporting. Thank you guys for joining us online. Make sure you tune in every Monday at 7 p.m. to the Rebirth. And hey, guys, June is going to be the month of men.
Yes.
So we are going to be having some amazing men's.
The brothers are coming through.
The men's are coming through starting in June. And actually booked the first Monday, and we can add somebody to this roster, but we're going to have Radio Shack is going to be in the building on the first Monday in June. So shout out to him. I'm so excited about this because we always have, our ladies here. We always have all these ladies in here, but we're doing this in honor of Father's Day. We're giving you guys a whole month because we're going to celebrate you and we're going to love on you as well.
Let's do it. And I wanted, you know what, by the end of the month, I want this studio to smell like feet and ass in here. I want the fellas to come in here. Fellas, don't wear no deodorant. We're going to make it turn into a manly place. We're gonna make it a man studio for the month of June.
Please don't do that,
It's too feminine in here. It's candles burning. It's perfume. I want it to smell like the skating rink in here at the end of the month. Fellas, come through, baby. Let's do this.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate you. And make sure you follow us on all social media and also Philly Jams. Make sure you follow us on there. And also, you can get us now on all whatever platform podcast that you are listening
Call
to.
them out.
iHeart, Spotify, what else? Blog Radio.
Blog Talk. All of that.
All of that. So
let's put it in Philly Jams, 95.3.
So get into it.
We are in the building.
So tonight, guys, we are going to end the show. We have a new artist, a new song. I believe he goes by the name of Corey. All right, what's the name? What's the name of the song, Corey? On Replay.
Corey already famous because he just go by his first name, like Beyonce.
All right, Corey.
That's right, Corey.
All right, guys, check it out. We'll see you guys next Monday. This is Corey, and the song is called On Replay. Have a great night.
When you step into this room, you know what's going down. Say you don't do this often, girl, we'll do it now. Play this game of cat and mouse, little baby on the prowl. Love the way you put it down, Lamar, you make me proud. I just wanna strip you down to nothing, babe, you showing off. Hate it when you leave me, baby, got me going through withdrawals. Classy chick, caught me by surprise when you slip me them walls. Get it poppin', dropping know the jaws before I drop it off. You look amazing, smelling great. Sheesh, I wanna taste at your place. We could switch the pace. We ain't got a race. Slow stroke season. She a deep throat demon. Love it when she talk a shit, but I'm a